Alright, as you guys can see, we are opening the box for the first time. Let's see what we have in store. It looks fairly well packed. Nice 1.5-inch foam here. And there is our laser. So it looks like it came with a bag of some tape, the power cord, looks like a USB cord to connect into it, hose clamp, probably for the exhaust, and a user manual. We'll set this aside. So they also gave us a pair of very important safety glasses. Set those aside as well. Then we have the big old K40 laser. So I'm going to get this out of the box, and we're going to get this put onto the workbench, and we can go from there. Alright, now that's on the workbench, we can now uncover everything and take a peek on the inside. Alright, at first glance, I do see we are missing the temperature LCD power display, so I might contact them about that, because it's interesting to see that's not there. Alright, so inside, looks like we have some foam packing here. Let's go ahead and remove all this foam packing. Got a little piece of glue. We have our exhaust vent for the rear for the exhaust, which is what that hose clamp is for. And we have our tubes, which will need to get pulled through the back. So overall, it looks like we have everything. Let's check inside of here real quick. Alright, this is our water pump that we will have to put inside of a 5-gallon bucket to pump water to keep this thing cool. Note that you should only be putting distilled water in these, as it will cause chemical buildups in the laser tube itself. So let's get this turned around and let's take a look at the laser tube. Alright, now that we have this thing turned around, we need to take the screw out to be able to open up this compartment to check on the laser tube. So just take a Phillips screwdriver and take the screw out. Alright, we finally got the screw out. It was actually stuck in there, so we had to remove it a different way. So here we can go ahead and open this, and there is the laser tube. I'm going to go ahead and take this whole cover off so it does not fall. You can do that just by these 2 pins. So now that we're looking at this laser tube, it looks like it was tested, as there's still water in it. I am a little concerned about the sediment that is already in the laser, but should be fine. Worst case scenario, we can reach out. Everything else looks good, taped in. There's the temperature sensor. Alright, and now we also have the first look at our first mirror. So there are 3 mirrors in this unit. One here, and then one on the laser, and then one on the side here. Also on the back here, we have our 110 input, a ground wire joint, and our hookups for the water pump. This has a connection for, I believe, 2 water pumps. Let's put this back together and let's start getting everything hooked up. All right, so on this front panel here, we have an on and off switch. We have an amp meter. We have the temperature LED display for the water. Then we also are supposed to have a temperature LCD display for the power, but that is missing. So not sure what happened there. Also, we have our emergency stop. Nice little button. All right, so we are going to open up this to see the insides of the unit. We need to take a screw out from right here, and we can lift this thing up. All right, now that the screw has been removed, we can open this up for the first time, and looks like we found our missing LCD screen. Looks like the clip broke right here. Also shows that this is starting to peel off, so we might have to put some glue onto that. At first glance, I see the air supply zip tie did break, so that is a little concerning, but shouldn't be too bad. Just might have moved a little bit. Might have to just check those wires. We have our power supply here. And then on the inside that you cannot see, which we'll move the camera here in a second, is our control board. So let's go ahead and move that camera so you guys can get a good look at that. All right, so here's the power supply like we said before. Then also here is the Lightburn compatible control module. And they fixed the USB port to be a lot more accessible over here on the side. Let's go over here and let's show you. So over here is the new USB-C connector for the USB interface for the laser. So this will be where you connect the control module to your computer. All right, so I did go ahead and push this back in. It seems to be able to hold fairly well. Also found a missing connector in the water temperature thermometer here, or the temperature display, excuse me. Also went ahead and flipped the air assist back over. It looks pretty beat up because it wasn't secured, so hopefully we won't have any issues with that. Besides that, everything else looks secure and connected. I don't see any issues. So let's go ahead and close this back up. We'll put the screw back in, and we will go ahead and remove the paper here, which we'll have to take these 4 bolts out underneath, and we'll get the blue out of the bed as well. All right, so we went ahead and we installed the 5-gallon bucket of distilled water with the water pump inside. We have the inlet and the outlet hose going in and out. It is time to double check to make sure there's no leaks and to make sure that this powers on correctly. So here goes nothing. Alright, so the LCD screens are not lighting up, so we do want to double check the wiring on those. Everything else seems to be working okay. The lights come on. Looks like we have the red dot laser there for accuracy. That looks like it's on. Everything else seems good. Air assist is good. And water is pumping. Alright, everything looks good. Alright, so that's going to conclude today's video of the unboxing with the K40 laser from Monport. Overall, everything seems to work okay. The water pump's working, the air assist is working. The only two things that do not work are these two LCD screens, which we will do a little deep dive and check the wiring on those to make sure that it's just not unplugged. And that'll be it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's unboxing video of the Monport K40 laser, and I'll catch you guys all next time.